You're listening to the Vint Wine Podcast, where you'll hear interviews and stories from around the wine world. From writers and critics to winemakers and sommeliers, we'll explore the people and businesses who are instrumental in shaping wine culture. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 5 Questions. In these quick conversations, we highlight the world-class writers, winemakers, and sommeliers featured on our full-length episodes in a quick 5-question format. We hope you learn a little bit more about the wine world and the people and companies that make it run. Enjoy! All right, we are here with 5 Questions with Charlotte Reed. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me.
First question is, what is your role in the wine industry?
So I'm the GM of brand at New Zealand Winegrowers, and New Zealand Winegrowers is the national wine organisation that represents the 1,400 growers and wineries in our country. And we are here to add enduring value to our membership and to help them on the world stage take their wines and tell our story of our premium reputation.
Very nice. Second question is, what are you currently most excited about drinking? What are you currently into? It could be an old favorite. It could be a recent discovery. What are you drinking right now?
Gosh, well, it is chilly. We don't get the cold temperatures you get, but we're a bit wimpy. We don't have houses with insulation as well as you have in the US, I don't think. But I'm definitely in a Pinot Noir kind of mood right now. We're having fires in the evening. The days are short. 21st of June, our shortest day just happened. Yeah, Pinot Noir has been my go-to of late, and type of wine that goes so well with lamb. New Zealand lamb is very famous around the world. I have been pairing it with that type of food of late and really enjoying it, luxuriating in it.
Very nice. I live in Los Angeles, so we're right with you on not really knowing true cold weather. Next, third question is, what are 1 or 2 sub-regions in New Zealand that maybe are underrated or underappreciated that deserve a little bit more recognition?
Well, Marlborough, you get so much airtime due to its fame with Sauvignon Blanc, and Hawke's Bay, one of our oldest wine regions, gets a lot of airtime as well. I'd say Nelson, just over the hill from Marlborough, has some incredible wines. I used to lie all the time saying I came from the sunniest region of New Zealand, which is Hawke's Bay, but that's not the case at all. Nelson is the sunniest region. And so its Sauvignon Blanc style just has this added intensity, more tropicality than Marlborough. You get a more passion fruit character in the Sauvignon there as an example. And their Pinots are fabulous. They have lots of limestone in the soil, which is so good for Pinot Noir. And I had real FOMO because the journalists that came to the Pinot Noir conference some of them went to Nelson after the conference. So I could just see from their Instagram feeds the incredible experience that Nelson Winegrowers put on for them. Shucking oysters on the beach, and the beaches, particularly around the Abel Tasman National Park, it's just stunning. It's one of those gorgeous parts of New Zealand to visit. So I'd say that's a little undersung because you have to go over the hill from Marlborough. And anywhere that's hard to get to. So Waiheke Island, for example, is a ferry ride from Auckland. You don't just land at the airport and get there. You have to put a bit of effort into it. Gisborne, for example, is the first place in New Zealand to see the sun. It used to be, until they moved the international dateline, the first place in the world to see the sun, first country. So I would say go to the regions that need a little bit of effort. We've got over 10 wine regions in New Zealand. So if you only know 3, I would challenge everyone to know what the other 7 is, and our website can help you with all that.
Perfect. Question 4. What is one wine trend you are most excited about, or it could be disagree with? What is a prominent trend right now that has really captured your attention?
I think as we fight for occasion in the wine industry, there are so many drinks that you can choose from, and with lifestyles changing, our demographic makeup evolving, continuing to be able to provide wine that fits more occasions is our challenge. So I'm particularly interested in seeing packaging innovation. Should wine only ever come in a glass 75 cl bottle. I think that there's a lot of work that can happen there, and we're seeing New Zealand wines now increasingly being exported in cans. I see some really attractive bag and box type presentations, whether it be not just the square box, but beautiful cylindrical boxes looking really premium, or you can completely discard the box altogether and just have the Magnum, I've heard it one called, and a large format, Magnum in a bag. So I think that's an exciting space to watch. And also, as younger consumers are increasingly being health conscious and thinking of their well-being, being able to consume wine and have as part of your life, but not needing to consume a whole bottle, especially in one-person households, which are becoming more and more prevalent. I just think that as an industry, we've got to cater to those needs more.
That makes a lot of sense. All right. The last question is, what is a wine-related experience or story that stands out to you over the past, say, 3 or 5 years?
Gosh, I've had so many great wine experiences. What would I choose? I guess I've been really lucky to live overseas whilst selling New Zealand wine, promoting New Zealand wine, and it has opened up doors to help learn about other wine regions as well. And it's so important. I think New Zealanders are pretty good at this. We're pretty well-travelled folk. We do seek to understand before we aim to be understood ourselves. So I'd say exploring vineyards of the world, whether it be the vineyards that I've seen in China or the vineyards I've seen in India, even Thailand, for example, not far from Bangkok, they produce wines. That just, to me, highlights this love of wine globally. It's a passion project for many around the world. So it excites me that when we travel, we can have a wine experience somewhere. And I'd say that's what's been exciting me of late.
All right. Fantastic. Well, that has been 5 Questions with Charlotte Reed.